This is the fourth and final time I'm filming this video because I've extended my use. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I graduated high school Saturday. It is Monday now. So in this video, I'm just gonna be explaining like my high school experience, what I've been through, kind of just showing you that high school isn't really like what everyone talks about, and everybody has a different high school experience. Everybody experiences things at different times in their life, goes through relationships, friendships, heartbreaks, whatever, at different times of their life, and high school just really wasn't in my favor, but I'm so grateful for everything I've been through, all the memories I've made, and all the people I've met. So first off, going into the summer after 8th grade, I had a really strong friend group who I'd been friends with pretty much majority of 8th grade. And I had a boyfriend along with my best friend. She had her boyfriend, and we did like everything together. And again, we were so close. We did everything together. But then going into the summer, things ended with that friend group. We kind of all went our own ways. So I was going into high school with like having to rebuild a friend group again and having to put myself out there. And at the time I was very insecure, physically and mentally, kind of just like, nah, I didn't like who I was, I didn't like what I looked like, so I never really like put myself out there too much. That's my biggest regret. So freshman and sophomore year, I didn't really build connections with people because I was so like insecure and never really put myself out there. So come spring break of freshman year, that's when COVID happened. That's when my freshman year got canceled. Sophomore year, we were going online all year. Junior year, I was in person, and then senior year, I was at Tracy, so I wasn't at the high school at all, so I was kind of like on my own schedule, so I wasn't at the high school at all. So my 4 years really consisted of a year and a half, 2 years of me actually being in the high school. So for me to get that high school experience just really wasn't there. Again, I was a freshman when COVID happened, so I really found who my true friends were and weren't during COVID. I'm the type of person to see the best in everyone and give them countless chances over and over again, no matter what they've done to me. And that's kind of how it was with people. I feel like I was walked all over a lot of the time. But I have my boundaries now. For school, like, you go to school like 5 days a week. You have a schedule built out and the exact time slots that you see these people. So you do grow close to them because you see them the exact time every single day for the 5 days during the week. So you grow close to these people and build connections. And when COVID happened, I realized, you know, the friends who I thought were my friends really weren't, because they never ended up checking on me. And again, it was COVID, so take it how you want it. Couldn't really hang out with people, but whatever. So whenever I reached out to people to ask to hang out or like just check up on how they were, I realized they weren't doing the same with me. And I was like, a relationship and friendship goes both ways. I can't sit here and just hope that they will and put myself out there, because again, I did, but it's not going to be one-sided. So it really made me realize who my true friends were and weren't. But luckily during COVID, my sister got her license and me and her got really close. My friends became her friends and her friends became my friends. We had a really strong friend group of the 5 of us, and they've been in countless videos on my channel. It's me, Paige, Angela, Helena, and Kaylee. And sophomore and junior year, we did everything together. We were all so close. We have some great memories together, unforgettable ones. But come like the summer of junior year, majority of them got boyfriends and kind of went on their own ways. And I still talk to all of them here and there, but I'm still really close with Helena. Me and her are like really close still, but Kaylee and Angela kind of are with their boyfriends and they're on their own paths right now, but I still talk to all of them, just we aren't as close as we used to be. The only reasons I'm saying their names is because they've been on my channel before and we're still all on good terms. We just are, everyone's at a different point of their life. I feel like me and Helena are still really close, but Paige, Angela, Kaylee, and Helena all have boyfriends and they're kind of spend the majority of their time with them, so I don't really get to see all of them as much. But again, I live with Paige and Helena and me do a lot together. But again, we're all in good terms. I just wish that we would see each other more often than we do, just because, I mean, they still hold a place in my heart and like we still mean a lot to each other. Just again, everybody's at a different point in their life. It just really surprised me during high school how fake people can be, because honestly, like, you trust everyone, and I'm the type of person who, like, I guess I just expect everybody to return the trust and love that I give, but everybody's not like that. So I learned that the hard way by trusting people, opening up to them, being comfortable around them, and they turn their back on you. So it's really crazy how fast people can change and turn their back. So if you're going into high school, or honestly just in general in life, like, don't trust anyone. Like, keep your guard up, and once you get comfortable around them and actually build that trust, then that's okay to open up. But don't just trust everyone, because it's not like that nowadays. Let's talk about relationships, because I'm sure everybody wants that high school sweetheart, just like how I did. It's not that I didn't want to not be in a relationship in high school, it just didn't turn out that way. It made me realize that guys in our generation, and I know girls can be the same way, if not more, if guys are watching this, but from a girl's perspective, guys want you for one thing and one thing only. If they get that, or if you don't give that to them, they throw you to the side of the curb like it's nothing. Once they get it, they're gone. And it's just sad, because I'm so ready to make that commitment to somebody and so willing to settle down with somebody, but again, I refuse to give myself away. That's just not who I am, and I have so much love for myself that I would be like failing myself as a person, and that's just not who I am. So any guy who's really come to me the past couple years has really kind of just used me or wanted me for one thing, and I refuse to do that. So I just let them go, and it just sucks, because like, I'm so ready to make that commitment to somebody, so ready to be their cheerleader in life, like, just so ready to experience that type of love. But again, it takes the right person to experience that love with, and I'm just not at that point in my life. And again, I'm so ready to, if I could, I would, but it's just not my time, and I know at the right time God's gonna place that guy in my life, and I just cannot wait for that day, because I've been waiting 18 years for that day and would die to have that right now. And all my friends, like, being in relationships is just, it's hard on my end, because again, they're always with their boyfriends, and again, I want them to have that alone time, I want them to be happy. But you know, there's been nights where I just kind of like sit by myself, because all my friends are with their boyfriends, and I'm not gonna just third wheel. So it's really been hard through high school with that. And again, it's not like I didn't want to be in a relationship. I've always wanted to. I've always prayed that way, that it would just, that guy would walk into my life. But I'm the type of person, I'm never gonna settle for less. I know what I'm worth, and if somebody can't give that to me, then I'm not their person. They're not my person, because I know the right guy will click, and I know it'll happen eventually. I just don't know when, and I have hope to God it happens soon, because I want to experience that so bad. So and also, staying on the topic, I told myself going into high school, I want to come out of high school knowing myself, rather than coming out of high school heartbroken and having to find myself all again. And I can honestly say I stayed true to that so much. Again, I prayed countless times throughout high school that I would find my person or that guy, and it never happened. And to some extent, I'm really glad it didn't happen, because if I didn't have these 4 years to focus on myself, I don't know where I'd be at in life. Like, and I seriously mean that in a good way, because I've had my 4 years to focus on myself, build this love and my self-love journey, build my standards, build my confidence, and I'm so ready again to make that commitment to somebody because of that. I know who I am as a person, and I can confidently say I found myself in high school. Everybody has different high school experiences. Everybody's at different points of their lives. So if you're coming out of high school being like, I don't know myself, that's completely okay. Everybody has different points and things they go through in life. And I think high school for me was meant for me to find myself. So coming out of high school, I can be ready to settle down and be ready to experience life for it is. I always like look at like, what if I did get a boyfriend? What if I did? And trust me, I would have died to have that, but it never happened, and I can't look at it that way. I have to look at what did happen, not what could have been or what didn't happen, because I'm just gonna like be like, well, it didn't happen, so why would I focus on it? And also, I'm not saying all guys are like that. I know there are good guys out there, but I feel like all of them are taken, and I know there's still good guys out there that just haven't walked in my life. And I know girls can be the same way. if not worse. That's kind of where like I've been at with like a relationship, and again, I'm so ready for whenever it happens. I can confidently say I'm like looking for a relationship, but I'm not, because I know what happens when you least expect it. My biggest regret in high school would be not putting myself out there. Again, I was very insecure in the early years of high school, so I was trying to find myself, and once I did, I'm so confident now. I'm so outgoing and literally can spit out a conversation with a person I don't even know. So that's kind of like, it's weird to think like freshman year me versus now. It's so weird to see how I've changed physically and mentally and emotionally, so in a good way. If I have any advice for anyone going into high school or still in high school or just in general, first off, put yourself out there. Number two, stay true to you. For a friendship, relationship, whatever it is, if you feel like you have to change for somebody, they're not the right people or not the right person, because the right people and person will choose you for you at the end of the day. You don't have to put on an act, do things you're not comfortable with, and just change who you are for them, because again, the right people will choose you for you at the end of the day. And I know school is so stressful, but it's what you make of it in the time being there. Don't stress on school. If you're saying, don't stay up late for an exam or whatever. Like, do what you feel like you have to do in your years, but have fun with it. This time is really what you make of it, what you do with it. And yes, it's supposed to be the time of your life or however it is, but again, the best days are still ahead of you. And I realize that, you know, like, yes, I have some unforgettable memories in high school, but I know those weren't my best years. I know that my best years and days are still ahead of me. And it's crazy to think that I've done YouTube now for the past 5 years. No, it's like 5 or 6, 7 years. Like, I've done YouTube since like 5th grade. I wasn't always on here, I was on the Kaylin and Reagan channel, but I kind of like grew up on YouTube, and being able to go back and watch these videos of me on my first day of school and the challenges from me and Kaylin did is just, I'm so glad I did this, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm so glad, because I'm able to go back and watch myself, and even if you guys are new here, like, you guys are able to go back and watch these videos from years ago. So I'm so glad I did that, and don't plan on stopping anywhere soon. But you guys have been along for all of this and for the future. As I graduated high school on Saturday, I kind of graduated this season of life in high school, and again, this new chapter, new season of my life, I'm so ready to settle down, make that commitment to somebody. But until that happens, I'm not going to be stuck up on that. I'm just so excited to see where life takes me and where I go. Career, friendships, relationships, who I am as a person, and even here, like, I have so much love for you, this YouTube channel, and a girl talking to a camera, and you guys listening. It seriously means the world, and I, again, cannot imagine doing it with better people than you guys. You guys are coming along for all of this, all the college years, whatever life has in store after that. You guys are all coming along, so subscribe, stay tuned, and again, thank you guys so much for sticking and supporting me, believing me when I didn't. So I will see you guys very soon with another one. Bye, guys.